we would like to update our beloved countrymen that the panel of prosecutors are ready to appear before the impeachment court. As we have witnessed yesterday, the impeachment court already convened, and we commend the action of the Senate of the Philippines for responding to the mandate of the Constitution. Nevertheless, let us all be reminded that what is mandated to be forthwith is not only the convening, it is the trial that is mandated to be forthwith. We therefore look forward that after the pre-trial, we will immediately proceed to the presentation of witnesses, presentation of evidence, and consequently to the judgment. By judgment, it's only either acquittal or conviction. We are currently preparing already for the forthcoming pre-trial and trial of these articles of impeachment. And I wish to share with you the teams that we have created. You will remember that the articles are summarized into 4. Article 1 pertains to threats and destabilization. No. This is actually just a list of the assignment per article that was given to the 11 prosecutors. But this does not necessarily follow the way it was presented in the articles of impeachment. And this does not follow as well the sequence by which the same will be presented. This is a matter which is still being discussed. But nevertheless, we wish to share with you that for threats and destabilization, this is led by our colleague, our STML, Kong Lawrence Defensor. And with Kong Lawrence Defensor as members of this article or team, we have Kong Laila de Lima, Kong Bel Zamora, and this representation. Another article is bribery. And this article is being led by Congressman Joel Chua. Joining him in the article of bribery are Congressman Rog Gutierrez, Congresswoman Kakabag-Aw, and Congresswoman Bel Zamora. Another article is unexplained wealth. This article is being led by Congressman Terry Ridon. And with him are the following: Congressman Chel Jokno, Congressman Kakabag-Aw, Congressman Rog Gutierrez. This representation, Congressman Joel Chua, Congresswoman Laila de Lima, Congressman Lorden Suwan, and finally, Congressman Jonathan Keith Flores. The 4th article is confidential fund. This is to be led by this representation. And with me in this team are the following: Congressman Joel Chua, Congressman Lawrence Defensor, Congressman Rog Gutierrez, Congressman Lorden Suwan, Congressman Jonathan Keith Flores, Congressman Chel Jokno, and Congressman Terry Ridon. Like what I have said, this is the assignment so far with respect to the 4 articles of impeachment as to the participation which the 11 prosecutors will be handling. Nevertheless, as we continue to prepare, there can be some adjustments, but rest assured that the 11 prosecutors are already on its full swing of preparation. So come the pre-trial and the trial, you will expect that the 11 prosecutors will be there to appear before the impeachment court. So, for the opening statement, that is quite short, but of course, the 11 prosecutors, the 10, are ready to answer your questions. Ryan?
Thank you, ma'am. To open the media question, we will call on Marian Enriquez of TV5 for today's first question.
Good afternoon po. Since may hatian na po tayo, how confident po yung prosecution panel in proving the allegations po of the articles of impeachment? Siguro per article kung sino yung lead can share po. Paano po kayo naghahanda and how confident are you to share your evidence?
We're very confident with the evidence that we have. We have been prepared with this since last year, and with a vote of confidence of 255 members of Congress and 257 members of Congress, and the evidence being very obvious and very clear, it speaks for itself. We have more evidence to support the same, and we have witnesses to present, and we are certain that once the evidence is presented in the Senate impeachment court, we can secure a conviction even for this article alone.
Okay, on unexplained wealth, no, nakita naman na po natin yung body of evidence during the course of the House Committee on Justice proceedings. We don't want to discuss further yung po mga detalye as before because we are within the impeachment trial process already. But yung po mga dagdag na mga ebidensya which did not get disclosed during the course of the committee proceedings, we will seek to present it during trial. Kasama po dyan yung unsealing of the BIR box. Kasama din po dito yung pagbubukas ng pong bank accounts ng pong mag-asawang Duterte Carpio. So, given the entirety of the body of evidence that we had seen, tingin ko naman po on unexplained wealth pa lang po, we can secure a conviction of the Vice President.
With respect to the articles regarding the bribery, ito naman po ay nakita na natin during the committee hearing of the good government during the 19th Congress. And ito rin po yung magiging presentation natin. But of course, since the impeachment court had already convened, we are barred from discussing about the merits. But rest assured, everything will be according to kung ano man yung plan tsaka legal strategies na amin pong gagawin. Salamat po.
For confidential fund, we wish to express our confidence in proving this article, establishing the guilt of the respondent. We have seen the evidence already. As a matter of fact, as early as during the 19th Congress, during the inquiry in aid of legislation of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability. You will recall the testimony that was presented by PSA about the fictitious names appearing in the documents evidencing payment. You will remember also the testimony of the NBI about the signatures, which appear to have been authored by only few number of persons. So we can also include the notices of disallowance recently issued by the COA, as well as the denial of the appeal of the respondent vice president, which means they are affirming the 73 million notice of disallowance for 2022. So, like what Kong Joel Chua already mentioned and Kong Terry Ridon, we cannot discuss anymore on the merits because we have entered our appearance already as public prosecutors yesterday, and we are bound by the prohibition which is included in the Senate rules on impeachment. Nonetheless, we are reiterating our confidence in establishing and proving these 4 articles of impeachment.
Last na lang po from my end.
Go ahead.
Chair, can you also divulge na po kung pwede, kung sino yung mga private prosecutors, napiling mga spokesperson, impeachment managers, and also you mentioned during your opening statement, let us all be reminded that yung forthwith, it's not only the convening, it is the trial that is mandated. May fears po ba, may concerns po ba tayo na harangin pa muli yung trial?
I am actually very positive about the impeachment court because they responded already to the mandate of convening forthwith. Nevertheless, we just want to remind our beloved countrymen that what is being mandated by the Constitution is not only convening forthwith. What is mandated is trial forthwith. By trial, it means presentation of evidence, presentation of witnesses, which will lead to decision of either conviction or acquittal. We are positive and we look forward that we will be appearing during the pre-trial and thereafter the trial, where we will be presenting all the evidence for the prosecution. Well, I understand that Rene Co already mentioned publicly that she's one of the talking heads. And I wish to include the name of Congressman Zia Adjong. Congressman Zia Adjong. So there are 2 of them who at this time will be speaking for the House of Representatives panel of prosecutors. Right now, we are calling them talking heads of the House of Representatives. We will see if later on we will be engaging a separate person to appear as the spokesperson for the panel of prosecutors. And then about the private prosecutors, we're still in the process of finalizing them. But as soon as we are done finalizing the list of private prosecutors, we will be sharing this publicly.